Lovely, so welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into this
I came
video.
across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys where black women are actually finally, getting themselves involved with what they call a rest era. An era made for women that looks like me to just get the rest and not getting themselves involved with anything that is happening with anyone that does not have to do with them. I'm just going to roll the clip as well as the stitches I was able to put together. Please give me your own thoughts and let's dive into it.
We will never be valued by a system that sees us as unimportant and unvaluable, so stop trying. Stop trying to fit into places and systems that do not want us there, and instead focus on our community and focus on what we can do. Okay, today is a sad day for so many people, but what I'm going to do is what I can do, which is to continue to show up on this app and to provide black women with advice and guidance on navigating college, navigating career, navigating the finance industry, so that we can have economic prosperity and so that we can have the freedom and the life that we deserve. And I encourage every single one of you to figure out what you can do in your life for your community, because that's where everything is going to matter. We will be okay. We will move forward as long as we continue to move forward as a community and we continue to support and uplift each other. I say this with the utmost love in my heart. Delete them videos of y'all crying on the internet. Cry in safe spaces with your community, but not on this internet. I love us for real, y'all. I'm here for y'all. DM me if you need me, but keep your head up and don't let them see you sweat, period.
The ones that y'all called allies to the black community voted for our black genocide. That is not an exaggeration. Giving cops immunity to kill with no repercussions, knowing with the FBI statistics that there is a large group of white supremacists in the police force. We know that non-black people view us black people as violent, and they are inherently scared of us and or hate us and don't give two fucks about our lives. Those same people that you said free, but with a black woman running for office, it was lock them niggas up. Immigrants who are only allowed to be in this country because of black people and the civil rights movement voted for our genocide. Because number one, they view the Palestinian situation as an actual situation, and we're just complaining about not much. Because they think that the only incidents of police brutality are the ones that are on the news, are the ones that are recorded. And they think it's only about police brutality, when we're also talking about the socioeconomic position that black people are in that's also killing us. Medical racism that's also killing us. But because it's not bombs, and it's like our issues are a slow, painful poison, imperceptible to the white naked eye. Plus, we're black, our lives are less important. So sit there and think about all the flags you've posted, put in your bio, all the hashtags, and then look around and point to your allies. All because she is a black woman. They were not doing this with Biden.
Oh yeah, and while we're at it, if you're another race group and y'all start going through stuff, war all over the other side of the world, or you're in America and y'all start going through stuff in America, don't come to black people. Especially don't come to black women. Y'all on your own. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not trying to hear nothing. I'm not marching for nobody. I'm not holding no sign for nobody. I'm not eating at my favorite restaurant because you going through a lot with whomever y'all going through it with. That ain't got nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with black women. Because whenever it's time to organize and make change, everybody wants to look at black women. Oh, you're not going to say nothing? You're not going to use your large platform to say nothing? No. If it don't have anything to do with black women, I'm not talking about it. If it don't got nothing to do with moving black women forward, I'm not talking about it. I don't care. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't care. Especially with that stuff on the whole other side of the world. And then y'all gonna vote for this man? Oh, yeah, no. I'm not about to worry my little head about what y'all have going on anymore if y'all are not going to look out for the best interest of black people. I'm not. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to do my daily routine. If I look on the internet and it ain't got nothing to do with black women, it don't concern me.
This post is for black women and black women only. Sis, while we are calling our power back, while we are taking the ancestral practices of community care, engagement, liberation language, while we're taking all that back, can we also be menaces? I think it's time for us to be menaces. We've been so kind and patient with everybody. We have been so giving and nurturing to everybody. I think it's time to be menaces. I think it's time for us to pull out our inner Fannie Lou Hamer. I think it's time for us to pull out our inner Shirley Chisholm. I think it's time for us to pull out our generations of hellraisers. We have epigenetic resistance encoded in our DNA. Let's call some hell.
This message is for black women and black women only. Today, the entire country let us know where we stood. The entire country told us we were on our own. The entire country collectively told us. We are tired of the popular narrative, if you're in trouble, go find a black woman. No, we are in the front lines of so many marches and causes that have very little to do with us. That's got to stop. Over the next 4 years, we got to pour into each other and ourselves like we've been pouring into other people. We are constantly getting let down, beat down by everybody around us. That's got to stop. From now on, we literally need to mind our business. Don't ask us for nothing, because we're taking this moment to rest. Don't expect anything, because we're taking this moment to rest. Black women, we got to pour into ourselves, into our families, and other black women. I'll admit, I'm not completely surprised that this happened. The entire world has never held back on their dislike and disdain for black women. And as black women, we just continue to love and pour into the world anyway, even though they don't like us. Over the next 4 years, we've got to mind our business. We've got to start a business, start earning and saving. We have to start pouring into ourselves and each other, black women. And then we got to rest. We're going to rest.
So my sisters, now that we've decided this is our season of rest, how are you spending it? Okay? I'm going to spend it getting fine. I'm going to spend it redoing my entire wardrobe. I'm going to spend it getting my money up here on TikTok. So if those things are interesting to you, you know what to do. Let's create spaces for us to survive, thrive, support each other. The thing is, we are built to endure. They don't know the statistics of the little black girls in the NICU and their survival rates compared to their peers. It's not on us, it's in us. We will survive and thrive because we got each other. They're about to find out what it looks like to not have us, okay? So y'all know what to do. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fashion content. It's gonna be real light, easy breezy, lemon squeezy. I love you, take care of you, we got us.
Black women, this is not a reflection of you. You are strong, brilliant, beautiful, soft, feminine, encouraging, vivacious, resilient, fearless, bold. You are everything and more to this country, whether they want to give you your flowers or not. Moving forward, because we always have to move forward. We always have to get ourselves together and keep pushing forward. You do not have to stand up for anybody you don't want to stand up for. You do not have to protest. You do not have to donate. You do not have to govern. You do not have to repost. You do not have to share. You do not have to make content based around anything other than yourself. It is time to wrap up these silk presses and our beautiful silk bonnets and protect ourselves. Move accordingly. Self-govern, because those microaggressions are about to get real macro, and we're going to need all the strength to show up at work, to show up at the grocery store, to show up at our kids' games, to show up at family functions, to show up at friends' functions. We need everything we got. Nobody else is deserving of it at this point. They have showed us time and time again that we do not matter.
that our voices do not matter to them, that their own privilege or perceived privilege is higher than their actual position in society, is worth more than what they are actually receiving. What else can we do aside from worry about ourselves? And to the Black community as a whole, we gotta stop this red pill bullshit and come together. Who should pay? Who shouldn't pay? I mean, I played into it as well, but at the end of the day, what are we fucking doing? That's all I know.
I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna cry. And it's probably because it's like, it's such a haunting feeling. It's such a surreal feeling when you're watching people say things online and you realize, oh my God, like, they don't get it. Like, they really don't understand what's in store. And to the people that look like me, specifically Black women, save your fucking self. Choose your fucking self. I don't give a fuck what anybody else is talking about. You know what happens. You know that we are always the lowest on the totem pole, and we always feel everything first. You know that shit affects us. It doesn't matter how many times we stand up for people. It doesn't matter how many times we try to preach for people to get it, for people to understand what is happening. It doesn't matter how many times we pick up different groups so that they will be safe. People don't give a fuck if we're safe or not, right? So right now, you have to think about yourself. You have to be selfish. You have to do what our great-grandparents, what our grandparents, and even some of our parents couldn't do. You have to vote for your survival. You have to vote for your safety, because nobody's coming to fucking save us. Nobody ever comes to fucking save us. You are fighting and voting for your survival, because even, God forbid, if this man wins, those policies that he's putting in place is going to be there even after.
Black American women, come on, let's get in a little huddle. This is just between us. Let's get in a little secret huddle. Black women, I understand the frustration and the disappointment from certain dynamics that played out across the past few weeks, and also yesterday and today with the election. I definitely understand and see how that played out. The frustration that Black women are collectively feeling that, socially, it doesn't seem like Black women get high return on investments in our social interactions, just to kind of keep it very general. And it's making me kind of realize and witness, just like in real time, how Black women are kind of coming to this collective realization that it's time for a selfish era, a princess era, a put me first era. And I am so ready for it. Like, I'm kind of like actually a little bit grateful for this, because certain dynamics and the way people kind of assume that they can show up for us, I'm hoping that with things like manifestation and self-concept, we can start to really change how we see ourselves and how we expect people to show up for us. Like, we need to get into that habit of where we see ourselves as people that, like, we only participate in interactions and exchanges where people come and show up to slam dunk it, or it's completely unacceptable. What I hope comes from this is that as a group, Black women, we start making access to us, our physical and emotional labor, our efforts. I hope we start making it very expensive and costly in multiple ways. I think we as Black women kind of often, unfortunately, find ourselves in this predicament. And that's something that I want to see change more than anything. And I'm definitely going to come on here tomorrow and talk a little bit more about this situation and how it developed and what are some strategies to adopt going forward.
Come close. Shh, come close. Apart from getting into this whole manifestation and all that stuff, here's a practical thing that Black women need to start doing going forward. Black women need to arm themselves up with reproductive knowledge. And what I mean by that is everything from charting your cycle, knowing when you're fertile, knowing when you can't get pregnant, and finding out and learning about everything related to pregnancy, labor, and childbirth and postpartum. A lot of people probably don't really know this, but there's only a specific window at which you can get pregnant. I've never been on birth control. I am in a monogamous long-term relationship with my boyfriend, and I've never had to be on birth control. As a woman, your body gives you the signals from tracking your temperature, cervical fluid, counting your cycle. You can only get pregnant for a specific window of time. And what I hope and encourage Black women to start doing is getting in touch with Black midwives, getting in touch with Black OBGYNs, getting to this point where we can independently start to move in regards to our female health care. I am at that point in my life where I am planning and thinking about a child, and I was thinking I want to do either a home birth or a midwife or something like that, because midwives be knowing stuff, herbalists be knowing stuff. So what I think going forward, start arming yourself up with knowledge, start getting in touch with people who know. That way, when Black women start getting pregnant, you got some resources and some people who can be an advocate for you and save your life. I'm not saying get off your birth control this moment and start taking reckless chances, but there are ways to know when you can get pregnant and when you cannot. And, there are people out there that know how to deal with, miscarriages and all that type of stuff. We're not manifesting miscarriages, we're manifesting healthy pregnancies. But I'm just saying, it doesn't hurt to load up on this knowledge and position yourself now. Even if you don't want any children or you're not planning on having children within the next 24 months, go get linked up with some midwives, go get linked up with some doulas, everything, because we're going to need a support system to help Black women with pregnancy and childbirth and migrate away from some of these doctors' offices. Of course, unless it's an OBGYN that you trust, whether that's a Black one or OBGYN that's not Black, but she is on the team, if you know what I'm saying. Also, if you have the money, or if you can stash you up some little money for if you are having some issues, you can go out the country and get you a checkup, or go find you somebody outside the country that because I go outside the country a lot, but you can kind of have you a little something established outside the country, some other doctor that you can talk to in another country, Europe, Mexico, wherever it is that you go and you like to go.
So 95% of Black women came together last night and decided that we was going to support one Black woman. 95% of us came together to support one Black woman. So if 95% of us can come together to support one Black woman, 95% of us can come together to support all Black women. It really just opened my eyes to know that as a community, we don't need nobody else. We literally can change the trajectory of our own lives as Black women. 95% of us supporting one cause can move mountains. We don't really need nobody to campaign for us. We don't need nobody to represent us. We 95% repping ourselves. 95% of us can come together for one cause. We can come together to change our children's lives, our families' lives, because 95% of us think the same. Make the same decisions. Come together in solidarity to make sure something happens. Regardless of the outcome, 95% of us stood 10 toes down and supported our counterpart. 95% of us. So I say that to say, if 95% of us is willing to support one black woman, 95% of us can support the majority of black women. We can decide to build our own communities. We can raise our own funds. We can select our own leaders. We can change the lives of our children in our own hands, on our own time. We would love the support of a black man. We want you if you want to come. But if you fickle and don't know what to do, 95% of us do. We know what to do. That just proved to me that, as we all know, black women don't need nobody else. We always only had ourselves. So all we got to do is get it. Who representing? Who's starting the cause? Because I guarantee you, as long as a black woman got breath in her body, if you tell her she got to pay some dues to change the life of her kids and her grandchildren for a future, if she got to pay a couple dollars every month to make sure a program exists where her child is safe, 95% of black women are going to do it. What we going to do? We could create our own communities. We can live within our own communities. We invite black men too, but you got to be ready to be down with 95% black woman. I'm so proud of us.
No, seriously, lovelies, I really, truly, really support this era. Like, I truly support this era. It's just enough. Like, it's just enough. You know, women that looks like me really need a time to actually think more of themselves, do things that only concerns them, get involved with things that has to do with them. Because not only on this elect, something like this also happened during the time of Pal. I could vividly, remember that era of Palestine and what has been going through, the whole scenarios of Pal, and how involved the women that looks like me, they are, how they were so involved with what was happening in Pal. There's this favorite, black women or black woman, Tabitha. She's my favorite TikToker. Like, I have actually, said so many things about her, talked about her. You can actually follow her on TikTok, Tabitha. She single-handedly created, I think it's a GoFundMe that, we generate income, which we actually serve as an aid to the people of Pal. The thing is that she never knew that something like that was happening in Congo and in Sudan. She never knew. But she actually created like her platform. She was just advocating, sending aids with all of the donations she's getting from this account she created. As in, I really, then I respected her. Like, I was like, oh my goodness. Not only her, there are so many women that looks like me that contributed one way or the other during that course of Pal. They really tried their best, living their own struggle. They are living their own struggle to focus on any other POC's, struggle. This is black women. But what really, got me so disappointed was at the course of this election, and a particular black woman, left a comment giving the reason why she feels there is a need for her to choose a lesser evil. She was just contemplating. It's not as if she has made her decision. And this POC and these Palestinian people saw that, and that is when all of this anti-blackness started. That was when they were dragging black women, calling them Forget about your struggle. You need to focus on ours. We don't care what you go through. They even will go as far as, accusing people that look like me as the real colonizers, as the real oppressors. Like, I was like, look at these people. These women actually left what was happening in Congo, Sudan, and all of that. They didn't even say stuff, but they were just concerned about what they're seeing on the social platforms and that of people in power. And all you guys could do was, because they chose for the very first time, want to see if they can actually do something that will benefit them for the very, very, very first time. You guys are getting all paranoid. You guys are living all manner of comments. All because these women decided for the very first time to think about themselves first. Put themselves first. That was all that people that look like me did, and all of the social platforms were all on black people. And people were accusing, saying all manner of things. But these are the people that have been fighting, supporting, with all of their platforms. Some people have to even lose it all because of this, which I was actually, But what happened? What really happened? These people are still not appreciated. They still want you guys to do more. And now, the election, that was the last straw. Because a lot of people that looks like me were thinking that, okay, now people are aware, people know what is happening. People are now understanding what they are trying to say. But the thing is that the society, even if they know that what they are doing is wrong, they still just want to go ahead and do it. They still just want to go ahead and do it. Imagine 95% of women that looks like me. If they can move this mountain, what do you think that they cannot do? But as it is, they cannot do everything. They need a support system. But it's so disappointing that this said support system that they thought was going to at least actually, okay, suit yourself. I don't care, And you said that black women will not finally just focus more on themselves. Because these people, which, a lot of people were like, okay, they might just do the right thing, which I still commend a lot of people that actually did one thing or the other. I still appreciate that fact. But there are a lot of work to be put in, a lot of work to do. So I wouldn't blame them when they decide that they are in the era of taking care of themselves, thinking more about themselves. There's this stage I saw, which I'm just going to put up here later on, I think tomorrow. Oh my God, you guys need to see this stage. A pan-colored man, he was all out, okay, women, we are coming for you. And a lot of colored women were just all, agitated and so, scared. And black women were like, no, do not call us now. And this is what black women is expected to do. It is just time to focus on yourself. And I also want to make emphasis, I want to give some commentaries regarding the last speech, that I stitched here about this lady talking about the healthcare system. How black women have to, know their windows when they are fertile, when they have to get pregnant or not. It is a very, very good idea and a very, very profiting one. You don't really need or the birth controls, some of them can even disappoint. You end up maybe getting pregnant or something. Like, you just have to check within yourself, check with your healthcare provider, and if you don't want to get pregnant, then you know how to save yourself. Another one, she talked about having black nurses, midwife. Like, I think that is a good idea as well. It's a very perfect idea. Maybe in case you're sick or something, needs some kind of medical care, or you're pregnant or something, needs some help. I think it's more better off when you focus more on looking for people that looks like you, because they are the ones to actually understand you, without trying to like, oh, your skin is this way, so because of that you can bear pains. No. Ask for, like, demand for it. Demand for someone that looks like you to be your practitioner, to take care of you. Pregnant women, if you don't want to get pregnant, Google, like, master your body. Know when you're free and when you're not free. Like, I really like this idea. I really, really love it. And if so many can just key into it and try to, like, you already know what you want for yourself, to avoid all of this, this abortion and all of that, in order to avoid it, even if it is not that, like, you need to be very careful right now. You need to be more aware of yourself right now. I'm not advising no one, I'm just advising myself. I'm using this medium to also give advice to myself. Like, as a woman, entirely, you need to be more aware of yourself. You need to, like, be more aware of people around you. Because it's as if the world is against people that looks like me, and also against women. When I saw these stitches, I thought it's a form of upliftment, a form of shoulders, like women, especially black women, coming together, being a shoulder to lean on. A way at which to, like, hug your sister, and try to pet the back that everything is going to be fine. Black women, you guys have really, really tried. Anyone that often talk about, oh, my grandmother used to tell me that if I'm in trouble, walk up to a black woman and she's going to save. No. Black women are not saving anyone anymore. They want to save themselves now. So anyone that is walking up to you to come and save them, I think it's time for you to tell them that this is time for me to save myself. Really, like, it's exhausting. It's a time to the baby girl life, like, rest, chill, be safe. Anyway, lovelies, why not just, leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. Please, if you do not subscribe to this channel up to this extent, do your girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, share this video, like. Please, we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. And please, if you're leaving a comment in a section and there are some words you have to use in the comment section, please do me a favor. Please I'm begging, please do me a favor to use some kind of like a short words, like abbreviations. Yeah, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Make it short, that because there's some words you put here and you know what it is, you know who owns this place. Okay, so just make it brief, like a shorthand kind of a thing, shorthand writing. Okay, I hope you guys understand. So if you want to leave comments and all of that, make it shorthand. We all kind of really understand it, because sometimes you guys leave, they keep sending me some emails and all of that. I guess you guys really understand what I'm saying right now. Okay. Anyway, lovelies, Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please share this video, subscribe, and I will see you lovely when I upload the next video.
Just why not just subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comment section, and I will see you lovely when I upload the next